Hello, this is a Wells Blade Works custom knife made by Walter Wells in the United States of America. You can find him on Instagram, Wells Blade Works, Walter Wells, and he makes fantastic custom knives, each of them one-off, and this one is mine, and I'm going to show you it. And regular viewers will know that what we do is have a little look, little guided tour of the thing. I do watches, I do knives, I do EDC, and we just have a little look at it together. So we're going to have a look at the details and what's going on. In this case, we have this custom knife. Now, let's just show you it in action first. There's no clip, there's no pocket clip, it's just a lanyard. There's no thumb studs, just a thumb hole. There's no flicky bit. It's not, there's no thumb notch. It's like this. One-handed opening, and it's liner lock. And it's very, very smooth. Very reliable. Really satisfying action. Beautiful. And then once it's locked in place, that's it. It's not going anywhere. It's got a titanium liner lock there. And it's all on washers and stuff, and it's all fantastic. The blade is unusual, isn't it? So it's a stone-washed finish, and it's CPM 20 CV steel. So CPM 20 CV steel, super sharp, and the grinding on it is fantastic. It's got a fantastic shape. It's got smooth spine there, sort of a rhino point to it. It's got his little stamp on there, Wells. It's got this thumb hole for opening it. Just nice. I mean, it just works. An absolute treat. Really, really easy and smooth to do. It just clicks into place lovely. The lock is very easy to deactivate, and it's super smooth and strong. Really, really, really well made. So what is it made of? Let's have a look at the outside. So the scales is Westinghouse canvas micarta. So it's old stuff. It's got some little strange blemishes and little dings and notches and stuff. It's not a fresh piece of micarta. It's been around a bit, which is cool. Then what else have we got? Well, this is where it starts to get kind of fun. So I just said to Walter on Instagram, nice guy, easy to chat to on the messenger thing on Instagram, nice and straightforward. I said, could I have, please, Westinghouse micarta scales? I'd like 5 copper stripes. Is that possible? And then I thought, ooh, no, actually, make it 5 stripes, but with the middle one orange G10. So when it arrived, shiny, shiny copper, and I've been carrying it. So the copper has started to patina, but you can still see it glinting as I rotate it in the light. And then the central orange stripe just gives it a cool sort of 80s bit of flair. Then you've got all this really cool heat anodised hardware, the screws and the pivot and stuff. Down here we've got a little flared lanyard tube, which is what I asked for. I didn't want a clip, but often he puts a pocket clip on, but I tend not to carry my knives like that, so I've just got this lanyard, and I put this nice and simple lanyard tube on it. A little bit of traffic coming past. Little copper lanyard tube lanyard on the end there, just to make it look all nice and rustic. What else has we got? There's loads of details on this knife. So we've also got G10, ivory G10 liners, which is really nice, and that adds to the lightness of the knife. It's incredibly light. There's hardly anything to it. It's all the blade, the handle area, very, very light. So we've got Westinghouse canvas micarta on ivory G10, and if we flip it to the back, you've got G10 backspacer as well, with a thin copper strip down the centre. And again, I asked for that. I said, can you do that? And he did. And he did a cracking job, and I think it looks really cool. So that's it for the details. I'm just going to show you it a little bit more, I suppose. Do forgive that my nail there. I bashed it with a crowbar of all things. Anyway, I'll show you it in action. It's just superb. It's super slicey, really sharp. That tip there is really useful for getting in little details. The blade, nice chunky blade, really good and strong. It's a good chunky blade. It's got a nice jimping on the back there, so your finger, you can see the way I'm holding it here, the finger tends to go into this gap here, which is where the lock and the thumb hole reside when it's closed. So once they're open, that then becomes this finger hold there. Thumb goes on the jimping. It's a perfect shape, perfectly designed, and just opens and closes perfectly. Now it's got little bearings and washers, so you can see it's pretty stiff, but it's not floppy. That's pretty good, and it's just superb. I just wanted to show you it, really. What should I tell you? It's 7 inches in length. The blade is 3 inches. Took a while for Walter to make it, but perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable timings, and a lot of communication along the way. Oh yeah, what was really cool was he sent me photos of it as he was building it. So I saw the blade before it was shaped, before it was treated, before it had been stonewashed. I saw the scales, just as there were blocks, and he put it all together, glued it all and shaped it, and every process he sent me photos. So that was really, really cool. I really appreciated that. That was fun. I like to be involved in a way. So that was nice. Anyway, I'm just waffling on, really. We're having a look, aren't we? I think what I was going to say, it's the stripes that make it, but it's all of it that makes it. It's all of it together makes this such a unique and enjoyable piece. You can see slight imperfections there. Can you see in the micarta there? On this side there was a slight imperfection. There it is. It's just because, it's a piece of industrial material, I suppose. Micarta originally was a Westinghouse brand. They trademarked it, and it's an industrial material, and it's well suited to knives. And it's found on knives all over the place now. And some are shiny, well polished, some are grippy and quite rough. It does dry out, and it does change colour over time. So you can kind of see here it's a little bit paler than in the corners. On this side here, just here it's quite dry, and it goes a sort of white. You can see the weave of the canvas, as opposed to right in the centre here, where it's got the sort of more uniform honeycomb look to it. But that's the nature of micarta, and that's why I'm a big micarta fan, especially this style. Really like that. And every now and then I'll give it a little bit of an oil. I'll just put a little dab of vegetable oil, just give it a bit of a smooth down with it, just to refresh it. And I don't know why, actually. It changes the colour. It makes it just feel like I'm looking after it. In terms of cutting, slices like a super sharp knife. Just grab it from your pocket and away you go. It's really good. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour, strange little guided outdoor walkthrough of my Walter Wells custom knife. If you did, then a little like would be appreciated. Comment, leave a comment below and we'll have a chat about it. You can subscribe, that would be nice. I also do, as I mentioned at the beginning, I do plenty of knives watches, EDC, all that sort of stuff. So have a look around my channels and see what you like. Click it, watch it. You'd be more than welcome. Hey, I really appreciate you sticking with me through my slightly rambling review of this awesome knife. I hope you liked it. Okay, I'll see you soon.